Hello, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. So, I thought today I'd talk a little bit about what's been going on with me. It's been about 4 weeks so far since I was laid off, and coming up close to that layoff, I knew the plant was going to be winding down, but I really wasn't 100% sure. And then I decided that I wanted to take this opportunity to not freak out, to kind of see what I wanted to do with my life. And then, pretty muchly, when I found out I had a month left, I got real let down at first. But then a friend of mine said, "Hey, you were ready to go. Like, you wanted out of here. Like, you were not happy and you were excited towards what was next." And I was like, "You're right." So I went home, I contemplated, I thought about it, and I made a decision that I would open myself up to say yes to as many things as possible without spreading myself too thin, and really to look at this as an opportunity, as a springboard to finally do what I wanted to do with my life. And I really wasn't sure what that would be, but I knew that it would be in service, that it would be helping others. And, excuse me, I had to reflect on that. And actually, just before I found that out, I had just joined uh, a group that basically it was building a spiritual business. Because, like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew that I would be in service. I knew I'd be serving others and helping for the greater good. I've always felt that way. I've always done that. That's kind of been my way of life. Spiritually growing, emotionally growing, intellectually growing. Well, maybe wisdom more than intellect. But I really felt drawn to this. It felt right. And so I was trying to trust myself and trust the universe, God, spirit, guides, whatever you want to call it, that what appears to be an outside source, but it's actually an inside source, because you reach it by going inside and looking inside, and what feels right energetically, what feels like it serves you or your higher purpose. So I went in and did some reflecting. I joined this group. I joined a couple other things, minor things. This was actually a big deal. It was for a week, 3 days a week, and the last week was going to be every day. So I went through the coaching. Well, it wasn't coaching, but I went through the process where they coached you. And in the program, they said if you were drawn to us, if you were drawn to this program, then you're going to be a coach in one way or another. No matter what your practice might be, you're really going to be opening up from the point of view of a coaching program. So I was like, well, I guess I'll be a coach then. I mean, it makes sense. People come to me and talk to me. They feel safe around me. I've had strangers, that I'll say hi to, and next thing you know, we're in a conversation and they're telling me things they wouldn't tell other people. They're opening up to me, and I'm not asking for it. I'm present in the moment. I'm just listening and, providing a space for them to feel safe. So it makes sense. It made sense. So my next step was to go through the process, and when I got laid off, I was actually in the process as well of reaching out to the local CBA, or SBA, I'm sorry, Small Business Association. And they had a program for helping people get started with their businesses or growing their business, just advice. And through them, I was able to set up, or have the advice to set up an LLC, get my EIN number, get my tax paperwork set up, because, I'm not doing it at the moment, but I will be doing. I'm basically making the preparations to do one-on-one coaching that will be available in the future, and I'll let you know when that's available. But also, I intend to do some other stuff, and YouTube is really how I'm going to get out there and help as many people as possible. And then those that resonate with me and feel drawn to work on a deeper level, that's probably who I will open up the process of becoming a client for my coaching program. Meanwhile, I am actually, today is Monday. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing some classes to finish up the next 3 days, live classes to get my certification for my coaching license. And then after that, I'm going to get my master's certification for life coaching. I really wanted to do it right. I mean, yeah, I have the skills and the ability, but other than just honing it and working on it, I felt the need, especially for myself, to feel that I'm properly providing a service, that I'm properly helping others. I owe it to myself and my clients, and also you guys, you, to listen to myself and do what I need to do to grow and expand and then take you along for the ride. So, doing that, I'm also wrapping up a Reiki healing course. I don't know that I would necessarily provide Reiki in my service unless someone needed it. I'm not going to do just Reiki. It's more for my self exploration, just learning more modalities. The more that you know about the different things, the more you find the similarities and the things you do know, and the more everything kind of flows together. Because at its base, everything is on the subatomic level. It's molecules. It's all energy. So pretty much that's kind of where I'm at with that. It's been a ride. Like I said, the first week I was sick. The second week I was kind of bouncing back. And then the third week I also had to do some stuff around the house. I upgraded my computer. That was down for 3 days because as I transported new parts in, took old parts out, there were some pieces I needed to get that didn't fit. Long story short, all of that got done, and then I got my computer set up. So that was 3 days. Building some furniture around the house that I ordered. Get rid of some old, get some new. That's actually not just in the spiritual aspect of trying to build myself up and clean out the old and put in the new. It helps in your surrounding area to get rid of some of those old energies and the things that no longer serve you or that can be better served by bringing in the new. So it's really, I guess, I'm cleansing emotionally, energetically, physically, spiritually, just trying to continually be the best that I can in the moment and continue to strive for better. Not because there's anything wrong with me, not because I'm broken, not because I'm not good enough, which there is the subconscious that tries to tell you that. I'm working on that too, obviously. But it's really just about bringing your best self, putting your best foot forward and being there for others. And the better that I invest in myself financially, physically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, the more that I put into myself, the more that I make myself better, the more that I'm able to help others and also set an example so they can help themselves, because you can only help somebody so much before you create dependencies, before you are in the process of really not serving them any longer, but you want to be the example and show them the way as opposed to doing it for them. So that's kind of what's been going on lately. It's been not as hard as one would think. It's definitely not as hard as I thought it would be. It's been very enjoyable when you're following your passion, when you're doing things for the betterments of yourself and those around you. It really takes on an energy of its own, a life of its own. And I don't know, I feel pretty blessed. That's one thing that's kind of hard is it's not that I'm not grateful. I'm grateful for everything, but when you become so accustomed to everything around you, that gratefulness tends to kind of dissipate a little bit. You take things for granted. So also in cleaning all this out and moving all these things around, I'm feeling a lot more grateful, a lot more blessed. I'm definitely clearing my mind more. My mind is racing and wanting to do all these things and get all this accomplished and feel like I'm so far behind. But I'm really working on instilling and reinvigorating the processes that I'm doing to quiet down, to sit down and have time for myself, to reflect on things, to see what I can work on, what could better suit me other ways. And it's really it's been an amazing journey. And also too, along the way I've joined a couple other programs, more like groups, to help support myself and help support others. And that's been really great. I've made a lot of friends along the way. And it's been a wild ride. Like, life is amazing, and it's great if you can let it. If you just let it be, like, Stop holding on to what it's supposed to be like and what you're supposed to do. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If there's something you're working through, if there's, your small wins, please celebrate your small wins. They're just as important as the big ones, and they go uncelebrated because those small wins build momentum. So celebrate your small wins. Put your small wins in the comments. Put the things you're struggling with in the comments. Just reach out to the community and ask for help, give help. Your purpose, whatever not your purpose, but like your passion, what makes you passionate about doing things. It doesn't have to be starting your own business. It doesn't have to be finding a different job. It can be, for sure. But in the moment where you are right now, you can have that right now, that gratefulness, that passion. Have it right now. If you're around people in your job, then that's people you could be communicating with. Maybe just giving a smile, a pat on the back, telling them they did a good job. You tell them how much you appreciate them. Tell them you love them. There's nothing wrong with that. Some coworkers, you love them from a distance, but nonetheless, you really have that opportunity to give that energy where you're at right now. And as you do that, you open up and you allow, and the greater things you're looking for come towards you. As long as you keep focused on what you want, but then let go of it and focus on the energy of already having it. Not because you want to pretend that you have it, that works, but it's really about feeling as though you have it so that you can have those feelings, because we control our feelings. We can have it now. We may not have it now physically. We may not have that job that we want, that car that we want, that home that we want. We might be stressed about finances. But the peace and the love and the appreciation and the joy, you can have those things now. You're the only one stopping you. So feel what you want to become. And as you feel, you raise your vibration and attract what that is, however it may look. And really that's what it's all about, is loving people and allowing yourself to be loved, and loving yourself, most importantly, not to the detriment of others, but to the benefit of others, by setting an example. If you have enough love in you, your cup's going to spill it over to those around you. But like I said, I'm going to bounce. Have a great day. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you're going through. Let me know your wins. Have a great week. Love you guys.